Hey, Nob Nighthawks. Here we are with Module 3, Lesson 36. We're almost done with Module 3, and this is our objective today is I will be able to multiply 2-digit by 2-digit numbers using 4 partial products. So in your lesson last Friday, it had, for example, we had 30 times 25. So instead of doing a number that has a 0 in the ones place, today our first problem is 23 multiplied by 31. And so we'll continue using the area model to allow you to break apart the numbers and multiply easier. And we're just going to show you what that looks like as you're using partial products in your standard algorithm. Okay? All right. So, let's see, this is a little shorter today. There we go. All right, so if we have, our first problem is 23 multiplied by 31. So we're gonna break up each number by our tens and our ones, just like we were doing last time, okay? There we go. But now we're gonna have 4 boxes instead of just the 2, like last week. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna take 23, and if we do our first number on the side, then our partial products will line up a little bit nicer on our standard algorithm. And then we have 31, and then because I have 2 numbers, I'm going to draw a line, 2 numbers, I'm going to draw a line. So then we have 4 partial products that we're going to have to add over here. So if we have 31 times 23, there's our standard algorithm. Okay, so now we go through our steps. So 30 times 3. Well, 3 times 3, I know is 9. Bring my 0 down, 90. 3 times 1 is 3. And then we do the same with our 20. We're going to multiply by 30 and 1. So 20 times 30, 2 times 3 is 6. Add my 1, 2 zeros in. So 20 times 30 is 600. And then we take 20 times 1, which is 20. So these are all our partial products. So we're going to take all those, bring them over here. So I'm going to have 3, 90, 20, and 600. And we're going to add those together to get our final product. So we have 3 plus 0, 0, and 0. That's going to give us 3. 9, 10, 11. 6 plus 1 gives me 7. Whoops, I don't need a comma. So my final product, 23 times 31, is 713. So really, the only difference is we have 2 extra boxes than last week. And we're taking that information and going to plug it over here to add them together in our standard algorithm. Okay? And then later on, this will connect to another strategy that we like to do. Okay, I'm going to clean the board and we'll do another one together. All right, so here's our next problem. We're going to take 26 multiplied by 34. So I'm going to set my area model up. So I'm going to have 26. So I have 2 10s, 6 1s. 2 10s, 6 1s. Draw my line. And then I have 30 and 4. 34. Draw my line. And then I'm going to set up my standard algorithm. And this is where I'm going to add those partial products. Okay. So I have 6 times 30. 6 times 3 gives me 18. Add my 0 back in. 6 times 4 gives me 24. Now I do the same for my 20. So 20 times 30, 2 times 3 is 6, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then 20 times 4, 2 times 4 is 8. Add my 0 back in. Partial products, we're going to take them over here to add them together to get our final product. And I always start with my lowest number on top, so it's a little bit easier to add them. So we've got 24, 80, 180, 600. We're going to add those together. Make sure when you guys are doing this, your ones are lined up nicely, tens and hundreds, so that when we add these together, we're not adding our tens with our ones or tens with hundreds. Make sure you're writing them nice and neat. So 4, nothing to add there. So I have 8, 2 plus 8, that's going to give me 10, plus 8 more is 18. Carry my 1, bring down my 8, and then we have 6, 7, 8. So my final product is 884. So this is just a nice way. It's easier because instead of me taking 26 times 34, this does take longer, right, than just standard algorithm. We know that. But this is going to allow you to multiply single digits by tens. So then you're able to just look at your basic facts instead of trying to multiply larger numbers. Okay, this is just a step closer to standard algorithm and you being able to do that with large numbers. Okay, we're going to do a couple more, 2 more. Okay, so we're going to do one more using area model and partial products. And then I'm going to show you what this would look like if we were to just do partial products. Okay, so 38 times 43. 43. Okay, and then I'm going to have 43 times 38. Oops, I was going to do an addition sign. Multiplied. All right, so then we're going to multiply, find our partial product for each box. So 8 times 40. 8 times 4 is 32. Bring down our 0. 8 times 3, 26. Nope, 24. Sorry. 24. It's like that doesn't look right. 24. And we do the same here. 30 times 40. 3 times 4 is 12. 0, 0, 0, 0. 3 times 3 is 9. Add our 0 back in. And then we're going to take these numbers, move them over here so they're easier to add. 24, 90, 320, 1,200. Like I was saying last time, make sure your numbers are lined up nicely so then they are nice and easy to add. 4 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0. So we have 2 plus 9, that's 11, 12, 13. Carry the 1, bring down your 3. 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring down our 1. So our final product is 1,634. Good. All right, so we're going to do another one. I'm going to show you what this would look like if we just did it this way, but partial products. Okay. But this is new. You can continue to use this, but partial products is really similar. We're just not drawing the boxes out. Okay, so we're going to do that one next. Okay, so last one for today, we're going to take 42 and multiply it by 11. And so just like partial products, just like area model, we're going to have 4 different partial products because we've got 4 numbers. So I'm going to set this up. My ones is going to be multiplied by 2 and by 40. So I'm going to show it off to the side. So I'm going to take 1 times 2 and 1 times 40. Remember that 4 is in the tens place, so it's not just 4, it's 40. 1 times 40. I'm going to do the same thing with my 110. So that's not just 1, that's 10. So I'm going to take 10 times 2 and 10 times 40. And then I just solve for those, and I'm going to write the partial products right here. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 40 is 40. 10 times 2 is 20. 10 times 40, 1 times 1 is 4. Add my 2 zeros in there, so I know that. Remember, if I'm taking 10 times larger, that's going to give me hundreds. That's going to be 400. So when I add those together, 2, 4, 5, 6, and 4. So very similar idea to our area model, because we're having to take each number, each place value, and multiply it by the other 2. So my 1, I have to multiply by 2 and 40. My 10, I have to multiply by 2 and 40. We would do that exact same thing in our area model. This is just a slightly different way to set it up. So like I've been saying, there's many different methods, many different ways to do math. Whichever one is making the most sense is the one I want you to master. Okay? All right. We'll continue working on this week and a little bit more with standard algorithm as we go through. And you guys will just keep getting better and better. We'll see you guys soon. Great job today.